Josina Anderson also releases this news that she's found out about Baker Mayfield, told that the Seahawks have a high level of interest in acquiring quarterback Baker Mayfield. Behind the scenes are open to contractually extending him, per league sources. Also know that the process of collecting information and insights into Mayfield is still ongoing. Kind of interesting. One of the things, if you extend him, Quincy, you could get that cap number down. Again, the Browns will likely eat, a portion of that, or at least half of that. You're looking at Drew Lock and Geno Smith, so I guess Baker Mayfield would be an upgrade, I would think. The Seahawks seem to make some sense.
Extending him makes absolutely no sense. I'm sorry. I don't anticipate that. The issue I have with all the Baker stuff is that it's new stuff all the time, but it's the same stuff that we've been hearing ever since he's been on the trade block, right? I mean, essentially, this has always come down to it's either going to be the Panthers or it's going to be the Seahawks. And then we come back, fast forward 3 months, and it's still the Panthers and it's still the Seahawks. You know what I mean? So I don't know how much of this is actually real. Last week, right, it was imminent almost, right? They were heating up the trade talks. Now we're hearing about the Seahawks offering an extension to a player nobody wants to pay the current $18 million for. That makes no sense in the world to me. I'm sorry, this just doesn't pass. None of the Baker Mayfield trade stuff to me has passed a sniff test. I just don't think the interest is very high. And I think this is the Browns trying to make it seem like there's more interest out there than there is. But I just find that report hard to believe, that the Seahawks, maybe there's a team-friendly way that they can extend this deal and possibly have insurance if Baker Mayfield turns out good, right? So maybe it's a deal that cuts down on the $8 million, and then it's a signing bonus and then 2 unguaranteed years. But I mean, Baker Mayfield doesn't believe he's somebody who should be taking prove-it deals right now, right? That's not the energy that we've gotten from him at all. He still thinks he should be the franchise quarterback of the Cleveland Browns. So I don't think he's even going to accept that kind of a deal. The Panthers trying to trade for Baker Mayfield when they already have 4 quarterbacks, and the Seahawks trying to trade for Baker Mayfield when they have 2 quarterbacks, and then extending him? This Baker Mayfield right now? I don't know about that one. We'll see. Hopefully he gets traded sometime soon, because I don't want this to go all the way throughout camp. And if it goes through camp, he's probably just going to get released during the season or before the season starts.
I would think the extension would be to get the number down and still give him the money over a couple of years, so you're not locked into 18 at 1 year. That would be the only thing that would make sense. Extend it so he has.
The only problem with that assumption, though, Dave, is that we're assuming that Baker Mayfield is in reality with how he is perceived, right? And that's been the issue with the whole thing with this trade, is that he has demanded to not go places during this whole thing, right? He's made requests. This is not who he thinks himself to be. So if you go to Baker Mayfield and say, hey, man, how about you take away some of these guarantees and push him into next year and kind of take a prove-it deal similar to Jameis Winston, he's going to be appalled. And that's the problem. There's just a lot here. It's hard to use logic in this situation because there's clearly a party in this that has not been logical this whole process.